So today we have the pleasure to have a visit from Michael Cadiz, skillful and great guitar luthier from Austria. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Nice to have you here. You are living in Austria, but you are actually from USA, right?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Seattle, Washington.
Seattle?
Yeah.
Yes, now I remember because I
Yeah.
was in Seattle a few months ago and I posted a picture on Instagram and then I think you messaged me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said that he's also from Seattle. So have you been in Seattle in the last weeks or month?
I was actually there this summer. We visited with my family for, I was in the US for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long trip.
Okay.
But we were in Seattle for, I think, 2 weeks. Just visiting friends and
Mm-hmm.
family and, yeah.
There is also a very nice market, I think.
Yeah, I actually used to work in that market.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoyed that. It was just a little bit too expensive. Everything.
Yeah, in the last year, that's a different subject.
Yeah.
In the last years, it's gotten really expensive.
Mm.
It's
So it means you have started to building your guitars in the US, and
yeah.
then you moved to Austria at some point, and now you are having your workshop there.
Yeah. So I started building, say maybe 10 years ago in
Mhm.
Seattle. When I studied with a few different people there,
Mm-hmm.
and then in 2016 I moved to Austria.
Mm-hmm.
I met someone and moved there, and I've been working there ever since.
Okay. Yeah. I have never been in Graz, but there is also a music university.
There's a music
I think
university and
so.
a conservatory.
Mhm.
A lot of good teachers, a really high level.
So actually, it's a good city to be there for a
Yeah,
musician
yeah.
or classical guitar luthier, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
it's almost it's a little bit of a mecca for. There are a lot of people that come from all over to study there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So today, Michael brought us his new guitar, which I can tell from how it looks that it sounds already great because it looks so fine and well built and with a lot of great details, and I also love the wood. And and it's quite light, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very light guitar.
I can't remember exactly, but it's close to 1,400 grams.
So Michael is building traditional guitars, and so you are using 5 or 7 fan bracing. What's
Yeah, this is a 7. Very traditional
Mm-hmm.
7 fan bracing. They're relatively low and wide braces with a focus around the 14th fret. I have a number of horizontal braces underneath the fans, which is really the only kind of non-traditional thing,
Mhm.
but it's not wildly
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, it's obviously with a cedar top
Mm-hmm.
and beautiful cedar with a lot of grains and I like it.
Yeah.
And you can hear already how well the wood resonates.
Mhm.
Wow. It's also very beautiful. Indian rosewood, I
Mhm.
think, back and sides. And also the rosette looks very good. Is it the rosette that you are always using, or is it a new idea?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
new design.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for a more traditional
Mm-hmm.
design. I always like this one. Has a very fine inner mosaic,
Mm-hmm.
and then the outer bands have a lot of fine lines and these diamonds in them. I like to work with plane shavings a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of the veneer are various plane shavings.
And the fingerboard is elevated, which makes the guitar much easier to play in higher positions. I think once you started to play on a guitar with elevated fingerboard, it's difficult to get back to the normal shape of guitar with not elevated fingerboard. Okay, maybe I will just start to play a few notes on it and then we can talk about the sound. The sustain is already very long. Man, congrats.
Thank you.
This is, so where should I begin? First of all, sustain. You can hear how long the tone is, but it's not only the length of the tone, but also how even it is. Sometimes you play a chord and at the end you only hear somehow the first strings and the third string louder than the other. It's like, I'm exaggerating a bit, but in this case it's very even, very well balanced. And I think also if I also from the first string to the fourth and to sixth, the difference between the strings, I don't notice anything. I mean, it's very well balanced. Very singing. Honestly, it has everything. It's very responsive, so I don't have to work a lot to get a good sound of it, and it offers me also a lot of colors.
Yeah, for me, maybe like I was saying before, the challenge is to build a lighter guitar that has everything.
Yeah.
So it has sustain, it has overtones, it has balance, it has warm basses that also can be clear, that bite a little bit.
Yeah.
A clear singing treble that, the first string that is still kind of warm and elastic in a way, but is also very clear.
Yeah, so that's what you aim for.
Yeah, and that's the challenge.
Yeah.
To get that. And I feel like with this guitar, I've gotten a lot of those things right.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I agree.
And there's always room for.
There is always room for improvement. Yeah.
Every time you start a new guitar,
you want
just
to
hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah. You want to change a little detail, and sometimes I also know that it takes a lot of work and experiment just to change a little detail in the sound, right? It's
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I feel with this one I was very happy.
Yeah,
I strung it up.
It's a great guitar. Yeah. I mean, it's very difficult to play a perfect take without any mistake, but it's a lot of fun to play on this. I mean, especially if I'm playing this piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing that so Hubert Keppel told me is you should never underestimate these Spaßfaktor from a guitar. That's and that's the thing. It's difficult to make a guitar with a balanced kind of even frequency response, but also has this sort of dynamic, this that gives you something that you really want to pick it up and keep playing in.
Yes, yeah. This is exactly what I said in the beginning. The guitar invited me to play more rather than talking about the sound. I mean, you want to play more on it because, it's comfortable to play. Also, the shape of the neck is very comfortable for me, at least. And with all the different colors, you don't get tired after 5 minutes. Congrats again. You did a great job. I think I played 2 or 3 guitars by Michael, and I was already impressed by the first one, and I think this is again, for me personally, an improvement. And I think the next guitar, actually you don't need to improve anything. Just keep it going, everything is fine. So thanks again for being here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
It was a pleasure, and I'm already looking forward to see the next guitar of you. It's really very exciting to see and play your guitars, and let us know in the comments what you think about the sound of this new Michael Cadiz guitar. And let's move to the next guitar.